Hello everyone, thank you for clicking that link and joining me again here today. So, since it's October, I've got a nice little eyeshadow look for all of you to enjoy, and myself, I had fun doing it. Once I found all of my makeup, oh my gosh, since everything's been in storage. So today, we were going to talk about another article that I found. Called The Quiet Harm of #Transformation Tuesday. And if you're as old as I am, you remember when that was called the pound sign. Okay, so moving right along. I stumbled across this article on Facebook, somebody linked it, and I read it, and I have some thoughts. We will continue. So, guess that's a picture of a gym, eh? So I guess I'm going to read a little bit out loud. Sorry, I know you can probably read the article for yourself, but we're going to read a little bit. So, I make a new friend. We spend hours on the phone, over coffee, over drinks. We talk at length about his breakup and his new love interest and how to court her. I'm kind of paraphrasing, obviously. I'm adding words that weren't there. We interpret her responses together. We look for opportunities for him to tell her how he feels and how he longs for her. It's no use, he tells me. She's never going to want a fat fuck like me. I comfort him and remind him that he doesn't know that to be true. Have you seen anyone she's dated before? How do you know? Years of rejection, he snaps before the server arrives with our next round. He sighs. I just know. I just think about telling her, he suggests plaintively. You can tell her respectfully. Tell her you don't need an answer right away and that you won't be offended or hurt. Long silence. But I will, he offers quietly. I have to lose weight before I tell her anything. I breathe deep while I decide whether or not to ask. Will it hurt any less if she turns you down as a thin person? He doesn't respond. Days later, he tells her, and she declines. He and I continue to talk. He discovers a love for exercise and shows me his form while he does push-ups. I applaud his daily tallies as he buys free weights and he joins a gym. I can eat whatever I want, he tells me. I tell him he was always in charge of what he eats. Well, you know what I mean, he snaps. Alright, so I'm going to stop here. We're going to talk about that. I don't know a single fit person who's like, I can eat whatever I want. I mean, they wouldn't be like, I could eat 2,000 calories of Oreos. They're never like that. I'm sorry. Maybe that's a newbie mistake he's making, but you can't outrun a bad diet. I know. I tried, and I failed. Let's continue. I ask about his sleep, his stress levels. He tells me he can't wait for his body to change. He can't wait to show the girl. And I ask him how he thinks that will go. Well, either she'll want me, or she'll regret what she said to me. Either way, I win. I don't know who thinks like that, honestly. Who thinks like that? But carry on. Months later, he's losing weight rapidly. He posts pictures of his newly muscular body, shirtless for the first time, carefully pointing the camera away from the pockets of loose skin hanging from his arms, hips, and belly. He filters his photographs, bleaching away spidery stretch marks and highlighting the precious scalloped shadows of his emerging musculature. That's wow. Okay. Carry on. I'm body positive, he captions his photo. Everybody is a good body, but I'm really proud of my work here. A year ago, I looked disgusting. Never took my shirt off. Look at me now. I feel sorry for anybody who thinks that. I really do. I mean, yeah, I'm fat. You know, seen some of my fat. But I don't think my body's disgusting. My body got me here. My body is here keeping me alive. My heart's beating. I'm alive because of this body. I don't think it's disgusting. I just want to feel better. And I want to be able to walk when I'm 70. I mean, that's kind of my goal. And it has nothing to do with whether I think this body's disgusting or not. I like my body as it is fatter. What I don't like is stuff like, you know, my knees hurt when I go up and down the stairs, or, you know, stuff like that. I don't like that. And so if I lose a little weight, that helps, you know, that helps me feel better, helps me and my body feel better. So not that we're separate things, but you get it, right? Right. Okay. Let's continue. The photos are tagged both Transformation Tuesday and Body Positive. The comments are exquisitely celebratory. I'm proud of you. Keep it up. Healthy. Wowza. You look amazing. Good work, writes the girl. There's nothing wrong with posting pictures before and after or of your progress, because it's hard work. And I think that people should be proud of that. They should be. You know, I post pictures, I mean, even at my heaviest, I posted pictures of me looking nice, or what I thought was nice, my opinion of, you know, what I look nice. I mean, I'm going to post pictures of this makeup because I think it looks cool and I did a good job and it took me a while. You know, it's art. I did art on my face, so I'm going to post pictures. I'm proud of it. There's nothing wrong with being proud of, you know, sculpting your body, or losing weight, or feeling good about how you look, even if you aren't a thin person or a fit person. I posted pictures at the I posted pictures in these videos of where I thought I looked good, but I was obese. I'm still obese. What am I saying? But, you know, I was obese then too. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Fuck that. All right. Let's continue. You'll see why I think this story didn't actually happen in a minute. We were never suited to be long-term friends. Our experiences are far from one another's to be meaningfully supportive of each other. Him, a fat straight man who longs for the thin body of his teenage years. Me, a fat queer feminist too loud and political to provide the kind of support he wants in his most vulnerable moments, when his masculinity is at stake. We are too early in our learning arcs about one another to be long-term friends. Our relationship, like many, has a sell-by date. So we sell it. We quietly disappear from one another's lives, and we nurse the little paper cuts left behind by our friendship. I leave feeling strangely used. I feel like a friend that, as my grandfather would say, was picked strictly from hunger. The only woman he felt he could talk to without wanting to bed. A woman too fat to be hurt. I was good enough to be a clumsy emotional midwife, but not good enough to keep. My role in his life has been purely functional, an emotional release, but never a true friend. I do not know how he felt when he left. And that's why I think this story's made up. I don't know a single man who would confide in a woman. I mean, maybe I know different men, but not one that's going to confide in women about how he feels about another woman like that. That just doesn't seem like a guy thing, you know? It just doesn't seem Like any men I know, anyway. Maybe younger men are like that. I don't know. So I think this story was purely made up to illustrate the point that she's trying to make, that this guy hated himself before, if I understand her story correctly, that he hated himself before, then he lost weight, and yeah. So let's continue. Keeps going, but this is why I don't believe this story actually happened. And if it did, she's jealous that he didn't want her. So, carry on. This is not my only friend to take part in Transformation Tuesday, or to fall asleep in the poppy field of thinness. Each time I'm left feeling hollowed out, cored like an apple, the heart of me tossed aside, something useless left to rot. My skin so quietly derided, so proudly disowned. There's a simple logic to Transformation Tuesday, and to any before and after photographs. The before are always a dirge, gray-toned funeral march. They speak for themselves. My body before was disgusting, and something to hide. I'm so grateful I no longer look so repulsive, and no longer be doomed to a loveless life in an early grave. Pity the poor souls who are less tenacious than I am. And then the after photos. A Technicolor Oz. This is the body I want. To celebrate, to relish. This is the body that should be wanted. Must be wanted. Demanded congratulations. This is the body that may be seen. It's no wonder I'm so thoroughly hollowed out by these constant displays. It's impossible to celebrate what's changed without deriding what came before it. The contrast of a body like mine is necessary to celebrate a body like his. My body, forever presumed it before, is a necessary counterpoint, a categorical failure that defines the lauded success of thinness. Since this friend, I've noticed so many other people using both Transformation Tuesday and body positive hashtags on their before and after photos. That combination, bleach and ammonia, tells me so much as a fat person. It tells me that your body positive politics only go so far, that, like every cultural space before it, your body positive spaces still reserve acceptance for the pious, the penitent, the dieting, the thin. Your body positivity will take all comers as long as they're not staying for fatting or getting fatter. It tells me that you believe that fitness is reserved for the thin, too, and that they are a virtual impossibility for fat people. None of your loved ones commented upon Transformation Tuesday posts showed fat bodies getting stronger, achieving new feats, enduring more. They only showed fat bodies getting thinner, thinnest. It tells me that you may support a toothless everyone should feel good body positivity, but that you're unable to recognize that our bodies, yours, now thinner, mine, still fat, invite different experiences in the world. It tells me that you have not healed yourself, and until you do, you will likely stop short of full-throated support of me. It tells me that while you may intellectually agree with the politics of body positivity and fat acceptance, that you keep them at arm's length, still clinging to the hatred of your own body and your desperate hope that being a different size will make you a different person. It tells me that despite your constant urging that I should just be more confident, who cares what anyone else thinks, you still care what anyone else thinks. It tells me that you are still seduced by the healing fantasy of weight loss. That girl that didn't like you as a fat person will love you as a thin one. That any flaw in your personality or actions can be mended by a transformation of your body. That you're hypnotized by the fever dream that thin people have happier lives with stronger relationships. It's a fantasy that thinness will bring you beautiful partners, the beautiful friends you've dreamed of, the career you've longed for, the life you've imagined. It tells me that you're not ready to give up the fantasy yet. It tells me that you're still chasing a mirage and you can't yet reconcile the desert that surrounds us. I feel sorry for this person. I really do. My losing weight has nothing to do with anyone else. It's not a statement about someone else. I'm not looking at my, heavier friends and being like, you suck, you're disgusting. That, I feel sorry for this person. This is some kind of psychosis. I don't even know what to describe this as. And in one hand, they are right. I will concede to this, that when they're saying that being thin is not going to heal you, it's not going to get you thinner partners, it's not going to get you a better job. The same neurosis you have when you're fat, you're going to have when you're fit. What's going to be different is that, hopefully you'll have an easier time navigating the world. You'll be able to walk. How about that? I mean, just simple things like that. You'll be active. And that right there, being active and being out in the sun and, will make you happier, will make you less depressed if you happen to be depressed. But I think this person is wrong in every other aspect. I will link the whole article below. If you want to read all of it, you can. You know what? If you want to lift weights and post your transformation pictures of you not transforming, I don't know. Go ahead. I mean, like I said, I posted lots of pictures of myself when I was heavier and when I thought I looked good. It had nothing to do with weight loss. Maybe I just thought the lighting was good that day. Post whatever pictures you want. I hope you enjoyed that video. And I will see you later. Air hugs. And I believe in you. We can do this.